What's going on, guys? Alex, and in today's video I want to go over how to set up your Google Ads if you are a SaaS looking to generate sales or even leads for your SaaS business. So one of the biggest problems is that a lot of people, depending on which SaaS you are, I'm using CRMs as an example here, but if you're a SaaS, a lot of people find Google Ads not to work as effectively as other paid media channels, and there are a few reasons for that. One of them having the example here for best CRM for real estate, even for a bit of a long tail search. Of course, you got Monday.com. They're happy to pay however much per click. You got TGIIT and you got ClickUp, right? And then even here for pest control CRM, you've got all-in-one CRM solution with TGIT, and then you have Monday.com, of course. Now, if you did run ads for this really specific keyword, I think you would show up. It's hard to say. These two companies could be bidding that aggressively, but Google Ads does work if the targeting is right, as long as your ads are targeted, aligned with what your potential users are looking for. Right, and there's a big disconnect there with how a lot of SaaS companies are structuring their ads to who they're targeting, and unfortunately, you are going to have very high cost per click. Just given the industry of any SaaS that you offer, there are going to be a very high cost per click. Regardless, I'll still show you how to set that up, and I'll walk you through how to get your campaign set up for that, and just some settings that you don't want to miss. Two more things before I dive into it. LinkedIn ads and meta ads and even Brave ads, for example, the browser work incredibly well for SaaS, and that is worth trying out. And finally, if you do need help with your SaaS ads, click the link below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your campaigns or answer any questions you have about getting Google Ads to work for your SaaS, and of course, seeing if there is any opportunity to work together to get you more leads. With that out of the way, let's just jump right into it. So from the Google Ads dashboard here, go ahead, click on New Campaign, select a new campaign. And for this, obviously we want leads, so select leads and click on Continue. And now, a big mistake I see a lot of SaaS companies making is they go with demand gen or even performance max. This is after you have fully optimized and are getting regular leads from a search campaign. Right? Otherwise, you want to run search campaigns on Google Ads. Anything else, you won't see as good returns for as you would with a standard search campaign. Then you can just click on Continue. And then from here, we're going to go with CRM. So we're just going to name the campaign CRM and start new. All right, for this now, you're just going to leave this blank. And you're not going to change anything here. You could change this after the campaign are set up. That's not a video gimmick. Google just doesn't give you the best settings here until after the campaign is published. So just go ahead and click next. Now, these are both really low quality networks. Google Search Partners Network is for things like your ad is going to show up on Google Drive, Gmail, stuff where you really don't want an ad to show unless you have budget to spend on testing that. So it's always worth opting out. And because we're not running a display ad, you want to opt out of Google's display network. From here, you can enter your location. This one, it doesn't necessarily matter which of these you choose because SaaS is such a broad targeted area. But if you did just want to target people in the US, just go with presence, people that are regularly in. And then you can enter your location here and just go with United States. Click on Include. And then once you have that set up, English as a language. If you do want to run ads in a different language, you're going to want to make a brand new campaign. And then for audience segments, you can leave blank for now. You can go back and add data there that you can pull from Google Analytics once you have that data. If you have that data, you can add it there. And then for more settings, you want to go ahead and select Do Not Optimize. This way you can kind of force Google to split test your ads from the start. And then if you did have a start or end date, if you didn't want to test a campaign for 30 days, 90 days, this is just where you would add that. You would just choose your end date there. Click on Next. And then this is just their AI tool. You can test it if you want. Otherwise, you can skip. And now here is where we build out the ad groups. And for this particular video, I'm going to just go with a pest control CRM as the main SaaS I want to use as an example. But for ad groups, different ad groups that you would have would be, for example, if you were a broader CRM and you're looking just for clients anywhere, you would have, for example, Monday.com alternatives, right? Or Monday.com pricing. Or you could target, ClickUp reviews, right? You would have different ad groups for that, and also you'd have different ad groups for the different demographics you're targeting, or even different aspects of the industry you're in. So you would add something like manufacturing CRM, best small business CRM, CRM for realtors, stuff like that. But we will just go with pest control CRM. And now to do your keyword research for that, head back to Google. On the left, click on Tools, head back to Google Ads, click on Tools, and this is going to open up here. Click on this, change this to your targeted area. And if you are just a more broad CRM, if you are more broad SaaS, you would just enter your broad keyword here. So for example, with the CRM example, you could just enter CRM, and then you will see a ton of ideas of different keywords you can target, right? Salesforce cost, simple CRM for small business, right? Free CRM if you want to use that as a lead gen strategy, although it could be tricky. And I wonder if the alternative keyword shows up here. Contains. No, it doesn't. It's because Google probably doesn't want you bidding on that, but you can definitely bid on alternatives because there are a lot of people searching for things like Monday.com alternative, stuff like that. So since we're doing pest control, we would just add pest control CRM right here, click on get results, and we just have a few of them. Very high cost per click, right? Because these people stay with their CRM for a long time. So it's worth, it's going to cost you a couple $100, $1,000 to close this, to get these actual sales, to get these leads, to get people to even trial the software, but they do stay for quite a long time. Multi-annual LTV. So go ahead and paste or copy this keyword, paste it here, and then you can take the rest, right? CRM pest control, same thing. We can add this one just to have some little bit of extra bulk here, and then take pest control customer management software, paste that in. Now, down in the URLs, your final URL, you do not want to send traffic to your broad page. So what you'll see with Monday.com and stuff, and they can get away with this because they just are a huge company, is both of these companies just send traffic to their homepage, right? Or for example, in this case, this one does send the traffic to the real estate landing page, but the targeting is off. It doesn't even mention real estate here. This one mentioned brokers, and this one does mention real estate, and it sends traffic to the real estate page, which is how you want to structure your landing page. So it would be like it would be https yourcrm.com / in this case it would just be pest control. And even if you are just a pest control CRM, you still want a landing page that's designed to convert. Home pages are not necessarily designed to convert, so you definitely want to build out a page that is solely designed to convert web traffic, paid traffic into leads or sales, getting people into that funnel. And then here it would just be something like pest control. You can all fit it in one. No, we can't. Pest control CRM. Just to have the display path that is going to encourage more people to click through and actually click on your ad and engage with your site. Here for headlines, again, if you are setting this up for your SaaS, you are going to want to spend a little bit more time on this. Competitor research, pull data from your Google Search Console, and just also see what your competitors are doing from an SEO standpoint, just to get some headline ideas. But here you just do something like pest control. All right, best pest control CRM. Need a pest control. All right, easy pest control client. That doesn't fit. You could do. Again, if it's your business, you're going to want to spend a little bit more time on this. Pest control client management. Ah, that's perfect, right? No more lost leads. Stay on top of client needs. Really good ad. So you want to add the headlines, up to 10 is fine. You don't need to max it out at 15. And same with description. 2 or 3 is fine. You don't need to do all 4. And again, definitely spend more time on this. Research pain points, research hooks and calls to action for your own business. But I'm just showing you guys an example, looking for the best control CRM. We've got you covered for client management. Trial us. That's a really cool call to action there. And then here, another description. It's whatever your business is, your name, offers, the pest control industries, best CRM. Get in touch for a free trial. And again, you would spend a lot more time on this than I am, but I'm just showing you guys how to structure this. When you go through and verify your account, you will be adding your business name and logo. And site links are going to be something that you're going to want to add. So like testimonials, for example. And pricing is always a good one. And so you want to link on the Google ad to testimonials you have, to pricing, right? You want to be as transparent as possible. Features would be another one, right? There are some great options there. And same with callouts. You want to go ahead and add as many callouts as you can, right? So you would add callouts like easy client management, starting from, and then add your price, right? Like $3.99 per month. Doesn't fit. Monthly, no. Right, and then Google just forces this text at the end of your existing description if it thinks it's going to help to convert, if it finds it's going to be more relevant based on their algorithm. You want to add about 6 to 10 of these. The more of these you have, the better, just because Google can cycle through them and test them. And then one other asset type that you can add if you do want to take calls is calls. You can go ahead and add lead forms and structured snippets as well. If you did find that this would be helpful for your business, right? Just if you did want to add any of these specific structured snippets, it's going to be up to you depending on whether or not it makes sense for your particular SaaS. And then yeah, from there you're just about done. Click on done. And then here, Google's just going to review the whole campaign. Well, first it's going to ask us for the budget. In this case, I mean, if you're not spending $100 a day or more, and even $100 is on the low end for most SaaS businesses, but in this case, you're going to have a big budget on Google Ads. But for the purpose of this, I'm just going to set it as 0.01, so it doesn't charge my account. Go ahead and click next. And now Google's just going to review the campaign, and I'm going to show you really quickly a few more changes that you should make. So click on publish. It's going to ask you to set up Google Tag Manager again right here. Make sure you go ahead and get set up on Google Tag Manager. You want to be tracking conversions. It's imperative even on your CRM to be feeding everything back into Google. You want to be tracking everything. You want to be tracking all user performance just so that you can feed this data back to Google and eventually optimize for those conversions. That's the most important part. Do not spend any money on Google Ads unless you're tracking conversions and have all your data tracking set up. So first thing you want to do, go back to your campaign, and you're going to find it right here. And then click on the little, where is it? Changes all the time. Click on the campaign settings button right here. Select bidding. And earlier, Google didn't allow us to choose this particular bidding strategy, but go ahead and select change bid strategy. And then, here, select the bid strategy directly. Instead of maximize conversions, go with manual CPC. Click on save, and then click change bid strategy. Now go, this is the ad group here. And so if you hit, let me just hide this. If you hit refresh, Google's going to ask you for a max CPC, which I just saw on the top here, but it's going to show up here. Now we have a default max CPC to set. In SaaS, it's always going to be very high, right? So if you don't want to pay more than $35 per click, that is what you would set it to. And it is imperative that you set that. Otherwise, Google will go ahead and spend, $100 or more per click. And the last thing you want to do to tighten up campaign targeting is start by changing all of these to exact match, just so that Google is only showing your ads for people that are specifically looking for this particular service, whatever the particular service of your SaaS is, whatever your particular offer is. You just want to make sure you're showing up for these particular keywords anytime Google does display your ad. Click apply. Those changes are made, and it really is that easy to get started with Google Ads. One more thing I want to mention is that Google Ads, 33% of the strategy is ads, right? The other 33 is going to be landing page, and then the other 33 is going to be sales. You know, your sales cycle, your funnel, right? So if you get the ads right, you still have to get the landing page right, and you still have to get the funnel and sales part right. Otherwise, no paid media is going to work. If you focus on all those three and get them right, you'll definitely be able to drive quality leads and drive sales for your SaaS, regardless of what it is you are offering. And yeah, guys, if you did make it this far, as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it a lot. And don't forget, you can click the link down below. You can book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your Google Ads campaign about your SaaS, answer any questions you have about running paid media, and of course, see if there is any opportunity to work together to get you more leads. As always, you guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.